Welcome to Cassie's Cosmo for the second time. I'm not having great luck this week with technology. Seems to be letting me down. Quickly before I start, just to overview to you all, I'm back on blog radio now every Saturday at 5:30. If you look down the forum, occasionally, yeah, I will do, if I have time. I've done love and relationships, I've done depression, I think I've done shows like how to deal with partnerships. The main show that I am going to be doing on Saturdays is Cassie's Cosmo. It's 5:30 every Saturday if you want to tune in and listen live. Some weeks I will open up to free live calls via Skype into the show. I generally open up a little window which allows you to chat to me or ask questions in the show on the chat forum. I will be starting it again this Saturday for an hour, so drop by. I have sent out to lots of my regular clients vouchers for Christmas, but if you email me and want a session, whether it's via phone, Skype, I generally phone people via the Skype if you're in the US, or phone in the UK. If you just type in voucher or special Christmas voucher, you will get it for £22 instead of £28 within the month of December. Getting rid of the T's and C's. Welcome to the Wave of the Week, or Cassie's Cosmo Weekly Overview. A few people have inboxed me and said, can I do all 12 signs each week? I don't always have the time to do that, but I have hopefully thought what I will do is a weekly overview, and I'll add it. You should see two videos, one that will have air and fire signs and another video that will have water and earth on. That's probably the quickest or the shortest way that I can do it this week. So each video will have the same little overview on, but then you should be able to find your own personal signs in the mix. Everybody's excited because Mars goes into Libra later tonight, tomorrow, and this is bringing in relationships or balance in your life. Now, some of the relationships can be business partnerships or relationships with a client. Even though this is about bringing relationships onto that level, commitment, Venus going into Mars going into Libra, is here for 8 months to July. So you've got to pace yourself. For those people who say, well, I want it now, as everybody will for Christmas, you will want to jump on people, you will want to, Mars and Libra is a very sexual sign. Mars is known for penetrative Mars. It is here to penetrate, for deep action. So everybody will be hot under the collar over the Christmas period, and it's not a bad thing. People have really struggled for quite a few months and have felt extremely low, losses of jobs, lots of deaths, bereavements. Nelson Mandela has passed. The gorgeous Paul Walker has passed for age 40. Now you see, he probably thought he had a lengthy life ahead of him. It goes to show you that with the Scorpio, death and rebirth, this is where the losses or people that are lingering do tend to leave this world, unfortunately. When we get into December, daring December, where we are now, this is daring, this is exciting. We're into the Sagittarian realm. Sagittarian puts the dancing shoes on. Gregarious, the higher mind. Your mindset is thinking about clients, commitments, long-term goals. You've got Venus in Capricorn. Capricorn's very ambitious, very goal-orientated, very work-orientated. So the field for me is work. A lot of it does feel like it is about making money until Venus goes retrograde on the 21st of this month. But Mars in Libra is about getting the balance. Mars is the motivation, the push, the drive. Venus is very much connected to Libra, so it's beauty. It is Venus, it is long-term committed relationships. It's action, it's excitement. Things will be heating up even from this weekend. And just see how this weekend plays out. If you're talking to a key client in a relationship, then maybe at this point that's how it will be taken across to you. If you meet someone significant, then again, or talk to someone significant, this could be the start of a pathway that takes you into 2014. And there will be certain steps. This is what I've said to you all, is the walk in the park. December, I know you don't want the walk in the park, you want the diving straight in, but this is the walk in the park. You head towards February for your foundation. April, May, but I think it's April the 22nd, 23rd is the kick-off. As you hit the Taurian time, that's when something has been eclipsed out. That's a whole new field of where you really need to be in your relationship. So it is about pacing yourself. Libra is here to commit to a relationship, a partnership, a client, a business. They're going to motivate you, they're going to drive you. For some it may be marriage or marriage partnerships. A little heads up, if I can, without dulling it for people. A lot of people like to get engaged over the Christmas period. I myself was many years ago. Venus going retrograde is not the time to be doing that. If you can, a little word of warning, wait till Valentine's Day when the energies are different. That planets are going to be crossing and clashing around the 24th, 25th to the end of the year. So it's not what I would call, someone may not be happy with what you've done. Somebody may say, can you have not done it a different way? You know, don't like that ring you got me. It may just go a little bit tits up. So if you're wanting to, then by all means. But I've kind of said to people, if you can, wait till Valentine's Day. Mars can bring in anger. You may feel like you want to put your big size 9s into something and your mouth will be open, it'll fly out, and that will be it. And it could be the end of something, or it could start off a little bit of World War II with that aggression. You may feel aggressive, other people may feel aggressive. This is about bringing the balance into your life at this time. It is about key significant relationships for everybody all over the world, all over the state. And it starts, the wake-up call is really the 7th, which is tomorrow. That's when you might feel, sometimes when planets do big shifts, and the bigger planets, people can feel a little bit emotional. And we have, we're in the Aquarius moon energy on Friday the 6th while I'm recording this. Then on Sunday we go into the Pisces new moon with Neptune as well, and Chiron, and you might find that you feel a little bit crazy. I'm a Pisces, and Pisces are known for the dream, spiritual, the creative side, and a little bit of the craziness sometimes in life. You may feel a little bit odd or have a little bit of funny things going on Sunday going into next week. Neptune can rule the sea, and it has brought in again the floods over this week. So Neptune's staring, but Neptune can bring in illusion and deceit. So watch who you talk to or what someone promises you when you go through into next week, as a heads up with that. We are heading into powerful times with energies. Uranus is going to be square Pluto and, you know, come back again in April next year. So the grand crosses that are there will affect certain signs like Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. It will be a little bit of a volatile time for some of you out there, but this is about, Libra is saying, I know what you want and I know how to get it for you. When Mars, and Mars is still in Virgo as per now till later tonight, Mars in Virgo is perfection. Everybody was on goals, let's work more, let's make more money, let's lose weight, let's change our identity, let's change our hairstyle, let's dye our hair, let's hide in the house and the home, let's deal with everything, let's change our thinking, let's go deep. Libra in Mars is saying, time to come out, let's show the world that you flowered, let's show your new hairstyle, show that weight loss, show the new you. Now your time is ready for a relationship. So Mars in Libra is pushing you out there to show your Venus, to show your, not perfection, no one's perfect, you are who you are. As long as you're happy with who you are, that is the main thing. It is, Venus in Capricorn is about responsibility. So unfortunately in December people will say, I've got responsibilities, I need to work hard, I need to get over Christmas. That's why I've said I do believe, for those that have asked me, when's the Vava boom time come, Cassie, when's the sex and the excitement? As can you not tell it's ladies asking? Sorry girls. Look around the 16th of January as being a starting point for that. This is still about responsibilities. I'm not saying you won't have a good time in December, but remember, it's a walk in the park. It's meant to be a gentle energy. Things will come to a climax on that full moon in Gemini on the 17th. I do think that if you look around the 10th to the 12th and then to the 17th, they will be what I class as sweet days, when people might say, I've bumped into somebody, I've met somebody, something's happened. But I still think that it's January when that Mars energy, politely put, the penetration, the excitement starts to really kick off in the January time. This is a key towards new life, new pathways to you all. It's life's kind of say that you've been through so much and you've been sorting everything out. This is the time now to make sense of who you are, to get and to deliver. For Libra, going into certain houses, it will be about finances, alimony, divorce, sorting out all the way to the next July, and you will get that divorce or that finances or that inheritance will be sorted. It will be sealed. Mars is going to push and trigger things, certainly between now and 2015. Look at a key date as Christmas Day, as something happening around your own lives. The 30th as another, and the 8th of January is a kind of a few dates that I think will start to make sense to people and hopefully take them forward. So you could be meeting somebody this particular month. That's for all of you. You may have somebody that you've got your eye on, or someone that's broke away in the summertime. The Venus retrograde on the 21st to the end of January is Venus love going backwards, reviewing that love. Can I go back to that love? It's second chance. Now Venus is ruled by Libra, so you might find that, yeah, you get it on this time with that person, and that they are the love of your life, and it's a build up until July for you to have the long-term commitments. Hence why I've said I think that for a few people it will be moving in, engagements and things as we reach the end of the summer next year. I hope you've enjoyed the weekly overview. I have expanded a little bit further, and what I'm going to do, since a few people have asked me, sometimes I only have chance to do an overview. A lot of people saying, can you do one for each sign? I will try and add on to this. I'll do 2 videos. Excuse me, I've been full of cold. 2 videos, if I can do air and fire on one and water and earth on another, so that you can at least separate to find your individual sign and as to what will be coming up for you in the week ahead. So enjoy luscious Libra, enjoy Mars going into Libra. The passion will flow, but think about the balance. You know, Christmas time's very busy. People will steal your trolley and Asda at this time of year. So it is a little bit about getting the balance in your life, looking towards further afield to long-term commitments, not now, but this is the dancing shoes on, this is the playtime, this is, if you like, the foreplay, it's the flirty energy, it's the doors opening, and they are significant. For some, though, key relationships, key clients will be around business goals and work goals. It won't pass you by, it'll just take you a little bit further in your sign for that to kick off. March to me is a key month. I think Jupiter goes direct again about the 6th of March. That's when our lives expand. That's when we've got that growth period that you're all looking for. So this is about meeting and greeting, fun. See what happens over this weekend or within the next 2 or 3 days. And I will add on to this what is coming in for each and every star sign. Or a quicker way is maybe tune in to Cassie's Cosmo on Blog Radio next week. I've done quite a few videos this week, and if I've not mentioned it already, yeah, if you want a session with me in some way, whatever it's to do with astrology and tarot combined, if you put Christmas special, I will accept that as a voucher for £22 instead of £28 for the hour for this particular month. Wishing you a wonderful week. Take care and be safe out there this week, because Mars will push people, that aggression, and Uranus may bring in some nasty accidents within this month, unfortunately, and I will say that already. So it may not be you aggressive out there, it may be that other driver or that other person. Take care, and thank you for watching the overview. God bless from Cassie's Cosmo this week. Hello and welcome. If you just listened to the weekly overview by Cassie's Cosmo, I hope you've enjoyed it. On this particular video, it will be the fire and air signs. I hope it's suits people better, who said they had to wade through the one with them all on. Again, guys, it is time. It takes more time than you realise to record and re-edit and put them online. But as I'm trying to keep you all going for the Christmas period, this particular video will be the fire and air signs. That's Sagittarius, Aries and Leo. The air signs will be Aquarius, Libra and Gemini. I hope that helps. Right, dear Sagittarius, Mars moving into key relationships or business partnerships. It's going to be a very sociable time over the next 8 months for yourself. This may be about charities, about groups. Maybe you go into a group of some sort at the weekend, or maybe you're teaching in a group at the weekend. It's about looking at friends and events or event planning for yourself. Maybe you're even going to a group or an event in some way this weekend. This weekend, the 7th and 8th, are key as to what may hold for further or future things to come. Key date will be December the 25th, where there could be some nice surprises for Sagittarians to do with children, love or creativity. Again, love, it could be engagements for some people, money or possessions in some way, looking at your money or your finances. December the 30th, how will you deal with money and possessions? So maybe you're sharing your money and possessions. Maybe it's about you coming together, moving in with a partner and looking at how that you are going to deal with your possessions as a couple. January the 8th, that will be the following key date to that, is about looking at your intimacy, reproductive needs in some way. So maybe some of you are trying for a baby, or maybe there has been an issue with the reproductive side on the male or female side of things. Venus is going to be going retrograde, but Mars is in Venus. You've got Mars going retrograde later on in March, so it's almost going to reverse itself. But this is still about gifts, possession and income, very much for Sagittarians for this particular month of December. I'll quickly do some cards for the week, but again this will be quite a short for all the signs this week because of timing. Right, the 8 of Cups, I'm looking at home and family for you with this Sagittarius, and this beautiful card is about you. Maybe some of you have turned your back on family, or you feel like walking away from family situations at this point. Sometimes Christmas isn't the greatest for us all, as much as we would like it to be. Sometimes it proves a little bit too much for people, and the 8 of Cups kind of says that you may well feel a little bit on your own this Christmas period. I hope not, Sagittarian, because you are gregarious, you are in your sign, but sometimes maybe you felt a little bit down. Maybe there's been losses, or you're thinking about family ties. We'll have a quick look at career and goals this week, and then I'll draw a third card on relationships. Right, fantastic card, the Empress, around career and goals for Sagittarians. The Empress is about growth. It is known as the summer card, but the Empress, those butterflies, if you can see the screen, represents ideas, thoughts. You're in your sign, Sagittarius. You've hit your new moon. We've just passed it days ago. You're all in the higher mind, so it's education, travel, teaching. A lot of Sagittarians may well be teaching people or giving out something that others are maybe learning. Maybe you're learning something else yourself to teach, but this isn't your career and your goals and your finances, so this is about abundance or money coming in. See what happens about the full moon in Gemini on the 17th. Some of you may well expect money pockets that are surprises this month as well. Right, Sagittarius, let's have a look at relationships. You're in what I call quite a prime time for key relationships at the moment. Right, 5 of Cups has come out, so again, I don't choose the cards out the 72 out the pack. That can mean you're feeling a little bit disillusioned or disconnected from your relationship at the moment, Sagittarius. I will pull another card since we're in your month for you. This is somebody kind of maybe feeling like their toes in the water. The 5 of Cups can mean that you're feeling a little bit disappointed in some way. Maybe things aren't going to plan. Maybe again it's about the finances not being there for the relationship to move itself forward. And we're only in the very early stages. We expect so much out of December. just give it a chance to take off. See what, you know, the next week does bring at the end of the day. I've still got this energy or feeling of you feeling down around relationships. See, the Magician can be a creative flow in work areas, but I'm looking in relationships. So this may be that you're starting to find out certain things about a partner or a partnership. Maybe they're not who you thought they were. Maybe it's you maybe it's you not showing your partner what is really going on in your mind, mentally and physically. This is an emotional time. Remember, Libra brings balance, but it's also about showing the real you. Remember what I've said, it's about you've done some work on yourself, losing weight, trying to change your image, your identity in the November or the Virgo in Mars. This is now about you showing who you are to that person. So any fears or hidden fears, please show them on the emotional level. Wishing you well. You have got abundance, and I do think for a lot of you it is about work. Get rid of those insecurities, put those dancing shoes on. Libra is here to bring in what you want and what you create. It won't come overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. Give yourself to July, but look at this Christmas period, the 25th as a key date, the 30th. My feeling is that people will start to feel a lot happier around the 16th of January. March, early March, when the planets go forwards, and the month of April. April should bring in a lot of you, the second level of your journey on this long path. Right, let's have a look. It's Leo's, another luscious Leo. A time of thinking for Leo. For Mars, you're going to find that the higher mind, that your thinking cap is going to be on. You might be thinking about sex and passion, Leos. Excuse me, I'm dropping the cards. Not a good start. You might be thinking about sex and passion. You may be thinking about where you're going to be driving your mind into. You're going to start to feel alive when it comes to your mind energy at this point. You may be thinking about key people, key relationships. What are you focused on? What's going to take you forward over the next 8 months? Very much is going to be ruling writing, short trips, travel, neighbours, looking at some other areas of your life, maybe even things connected over the Christmas period around brothers and sisters. I also feel there'll be some nice surprises around travel or media or education. Again, even though I'm taking it up to the 25th with this, it may come in around the 25th. You might be going somewhere unexpectedly. You may be abroad and you may get something or learn something or hear some news that will delight you at that point. For Leos, for a step forward in some other agreements within your life, things hidden behind the scenes that may well come to light. Look around early January or January the 8th. But I do feel as if Leos are really dancing the light fantastic at the moment and enjoying themselves. I'll now put a couple of cards down for Leo. We'll look at home and family first and see what's given to me. Excuse me, the Justice card. Now this is the Libra card, but this is about balance. So if there's any Leos going through divorce or anything legal in their life, or still signing a paperwork around home and family, this is bringing in balance around family ties. If there's been a fallout around family in any way or some decisions to be making, this card is here to show you that balance. It's a beautiful card. It's quite angelic with the wings. She seems to have a wand. So again, it's about wishes. It's about something coming in a harmonious way over the holiday season. Right, career and finances. A lot of Leos have already just jumped ship or got themselves new careers in the last few weeks. Right, excuse me, I'm full of cold. 7 of Swords. This can mean property moves. So again, Leos have moved. This can mean, even though this is in the career or goals, maybe you've had to move with your job. Maybe there's been a transfer. 7 of Swords can mean heaviness. It can mean that you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders around work if you're starting something new, or maybe you've moved with your job. Maybe it's even overseas in some way, or travelled a distance with your job. It's kind of showing me that just take it easy, because there's a heaviness around this next week or two. Right, emotions for Leos. Excuse me guys, I've been absolutely full of cold. I can hardly speak. Right, let's have a look for emotions. Right, Seven of Wands has come up on the emotional level for Leos. This generally means that you've got a little bit of a battle within yourself, maybe for the next 7 weeks. And I do think that once you reach the Aquarius time, which is about the 20th of January, those battles will kind of be over to a degree. I don't feel as if they will be as strong as what's in your mind at the moment. I think that you've got a lot on your plate, and I think that you're worrying a lot, but the Seven of Wands says, yeah, but look, you are riding that dragon, so you're not underneath. Those staves are coming at you, so you've got some obstacles, whether it's your work, whether you just moved, whether it's money, finance. You might find that you have several things or several challenges, but I do feel that you can overcome this. But I am going to take you 7 weeks into January, when I actually think that you will succeed with that, dear Leo. Wishing you well and take care. Excuse me. Aries. Now Mars rules Aries, so Aries, you're going to rock this month. You're going to rock the next 8 months. This is your time of, over the last couple of years, you've had difficulties, whether it's been losses, loss of jobs, loss of partnerships, loss of direction. This is your chance now for excitement, fun, change, goals, motivation, ambition, action. You've got it all going for your Aries. Mars in Libra brings in passion, it brings in marriage, it brings in proposals. Even this weekend somebody may propose to you. Could be about someone actually saying we're now committed in that particular relationship. Again, Aries have felt lost, so it's about getting your work, your finances, and it is coming, it is. Remember what I've said to others, it can take up to 8 months, but I think that this is a trigger point now. Look at around the 25th and the 30th as standout days of focusing on that motivation, your partnerships, your relationships. Uranus in Aries is about freedom and independence, so a lot of Aries people do like freedom to a degree, but this is about you looking for stability. You might have or be looking at some obstacles over the holiday season and dealing with those obstacles. Maybe there's some anger around family and family members, or anger within yourself. If you take yourself forward, yeah, it's that distance, 22nd, 23rd of April, kind of think that that's when you could be either moving or really bringing things home on a family situation. Aries, home and family, Ace of Swords. That's a good card. It's about dealing. It's getting to the heart of it. It's roses at the bottom. So that's always something that can be dealing with love. It can be dealing with something in a harmonious way when it comes to home and family over this next week. The Ace is immediately. It's driving the state home. It's driving the home around home and family. It's making promises that are going to be solid, or someone's making those promises to you. Right, career and goals for Aries. Let's have a little bit of a look around that at the moment. Page of Pentacles, and that generally means you've got new money coming in. It can be a new work project. It could be something that you put on the back burner. I kind of feel here that if you look at what the showing here, this is a little bit of a jewel that's on offer. So again, you may be starting something. You could be in talks with somebody around career or goal moves, something that may well manifest itself in a big way around that March, April time of next year. Right, the emotional side for Aries. Let's have a look for you for this week when it comes to those emotions that have been flying all over the place. I kind of feel that, you know, at the moment, don't let the cat out the bag is the word I would use at this point in time for yourself. The High Priestess, so that's, High Priestess is intuition. It's come out in the emotional and the relationship. So it's about, if you like someone, it's about using that intuition. If you feel you need to step back because the other person's got things to deal with in their life at the moment, it's about emotionally understanding. The High Priestess is using your higher mind around your relationships or your own emotions at the moment. You are someone that's very kindly and thinking about others, but you may well struggle in your own relationships sometimes when it comes to this particular card. Have a wonderful week, dear Aries. Just take your time. Mars is in your energy section, so you will feel extremely powered and pushed. Be careful what comes out the mouth is what I say to people at this point, because it can be sometimes a minute on the lips, it's out, you've said it, and Mars will be passion, but it will be anger, and you may say it and think oops, and that will be it. So that's to everybody out there, just be careful this coming next week. Right, the air signs. The air signs rock, as they say. My family, my parents are air signs, and they're fantastic, which is an air sign quality. Right, Aquarius. Mars will be linked towards your higher minded. So your higher minded is the Sagittarian field, the education, the short trips, the travel, import, export, education, back to school, maybe learning something, media marketing, or writing, that creative flair that Aquarians can have. You'll feel quite driven in one of those places. If it's creative, if it's writing, maybe you can make work, maybe you can make money out of that. You're going to feel driven to do it. Again, 6th, 7th, 8th, see what happens over this timing. This is about you diving deep into key relationships as well, even over these next couple of days. So look at the talks that you may have in the next few days with a particular person. If you're in relationships, it may be just the talks that you are having within your partnership or your marriage life that take you on to the next leg of the journey. December the 25th is a nice surprise around offers or proposals, whichever way. If they come via relationships, if they come via business, just enjoy with that key person. Some of this may well be linked to brothers and sisters, so it could be a brother or sister that gives a nice surprise at that point, but it's nothing negative. December the 30th, again, is things going on behind closed doors. Ooh la la. Doors, secrets, romance affairs. So that may be, you may be having talks, you might be meeting up with somebody around that particular point. I feel you'll be dealing with early January health matters as well, maybe fitness levels or dealing with old health issues as well for many Aquarians coming into the pitch. Right, we'll see what the tarot cards bring in on a brief level for the Aquarius for home and family. The King of Wands, this is really about you getting to grips with a situation around home and family. The King in this card is quite a tall figure, but he's knelt down. The Lion, as I'm showing it in this, when you have the Lion, the King of the Pride, they're always somebody that you wouldn't mess with. The lion's roar. So this could be about you trying to get some form of balance within family situations or home and family life this weekend. It's almost saying don't let one thing control the other. It is about trying to get that balance for Aquarians at the moment. If you have to kneel or come to someone's level, then do it. Otherwise, that Mars energy will push you and things may well get out of hand over the weekend. But this is kind of telling you, the King of Wands, the fire energy at the back, is just pace yourself a little bit around for home and family this weekend. Your career or your goals for the Aquarius. Right, fantastic card, the Sun card. The sunflowers in the background. I love this card. It's a beautiful card. It can mean that something will come into fruition more when, I would say, Jupiter goes into Leo next year. But this is about career and goals. You're already starting to think about something different, something new, whether it's in that media, marketing, that broadcasting, that writing. This is about a new project for you. If you're working for yourself, even working or starting a new job or going down a new direction. December is going into new directions. Whatever you're going to do has a very positive stand, Aquarius. You doubt yourself and your ability, don't, because this card is saying that you will be blessed with your career, your finances as we move forward into next year. Your emotions for Aquarius, what's coming in on an emotional level or a relationship level is what we really want to look at with this. Now, the card that tumbled out the pack is the Nine of Cups. So again, this is about making wishes, and at Christmas time I like to see wishes come true, but sometimes when you make a wish on that Christmas star, it can take months to come in. I do think this is the start of a long journey or a new pathway for many Aquarians now, but it's saying about your wishes, but I'm still taking that wish. Remember, if your wish is the relationship, if the wish is emotional balance or security, you are about to get that wish. I feel as if this month is an opening for Aquariuses. You don't like to be rushed, you like to be in control. That opening will take place. It will start its pathway in January. Look towards the 16th for the passion, the ooh-la-la. The 2nd of March. March is a turning point with the Jupiter. April is where the majority of you will need to go for those long-term committed relationships. Wishing you well, dear Aquarius, and have a blessed week. Right, luscious Libra. Woohoo! Libra is, Mars is moving into Libra, so this is you going to be doing the moving and the shaking. This is the double whammy for Libras. This is about your needs in relationships. You really driving things and making things happen over the next 8 months. You're going into what I call a real key area, whether it's a business relationship, a partnership, a key client, any health issues you really want to tackle and deal with. These are the things on the 7th which you're going to be really starting to look at and try to change in some way. The 25th is quite an exciting time for Libras, even though it's Christmas Day. I kind of think that could be to do with key people, excitement, key partnerships. December the 30th, again, a deep, intense time. It could be about home and family, or looking at your real estate, your parents' real estate, your real estate. You could be looking at your own home life. Maybe you're wanting to move next year, or you've already got plans in place. Look at that 8th of January as a big goal, or around ambitions, whether it's work or your own personal achievements. And that's for Libra. I've got no worries for you. You're kind of sailing along, Librans, and you're really going to start to drive your life forward. We start the Aries Libra eclipses. They start to kind of, I always say the eclipses, or when they go into new eclipses, it's like oil and water. It's like colours merging in. Even though we're in Taurus Scorpio till the end of 2014, Libra Aries start to merge in a little bit, and they have the first foot in the door in April, and then they really start again. You've got the last little shut of the door for Taurus Scorpio at the end of next year, but we will be flowing into the Aries Libra about eclipsing and driving you forwards. Right, Libra, home and family, what's coming up for you? Page of Cups. That can mean a younger brother or sister. It can mean you doing new projects or talking about something new around home life. Page is about good communication, and maybe you're talking to family on an emotional level some way. It could be about a brother or a sister. It doesn't matter how old you are watching this video. This Cups can create an emotional tie with someone that's younger, or someone that maybe you're nurturing or wanting to nurture over the holiday period. For some people it can be linked toward new relationships coming in. I certainly think it is about fun and excitement. Career and goals for Libras. Right, that card's fell out, so I'll bend down, stick my head on the camera. Career and goals, 5 of Cups, a little bit of disappointment, but I still feel for Libras, you're going to get your biggest push that you've ever had in a long time. So even though the 5 of Cups has come out, it may mean that you've got a little bit of a fight, I sense and feel within yourself. The Mars going into Libra, it will say it'll push you to go and do something, and sometimes push too quick around those goals and finances. You want it all now, as Libras do, not yesterday. So the fight may well be within yourself to a certain degree. I would say just take your time. I don't feel disappointment for you, even the card has given that to me. I think that you're starting to feel a little bit out of control about other obligations in your life. Maybe you want to focus on that career or that goal, but you've got so many other things going on, which is a classic Libra sign. Let's have 10 things instead of 2. Let's have a look at the emotional level that comes in via the cards for Libra. Right, see, again, Knight of Swords, it's an air sign card. It's swiftness, it's speed, emotions, relationships. Let's have it now, let's have it yesterday, let's jump on. And with Mars and Libra, you're going to feel pushed. For those people that are looking for committed relationships, ladies or gentlemen, if you're a Libra especially, you're going to feel very intense. You're going to want it ASAP. Try and slow down. This is a card of flight, it's quickness, it's fast. Mars in Libra is going to say, let's have it now, let's jump on a double whammy. Take your time. I'd be a little bit cautious about rushing into anything around relationships in the month of December. Please try and wait till the month of February. Right, last but not least of the air signs is Gemini. Gemini, Mars in Libra is about serious relationships. Yay, some of you will say. I've got a couple of clients that are Geminis and they felt very anxious and very lost, which is not really a Gemini trait. You know, the relationship, Mars in Libra is like in your relationship house of even true love, of passion and falling in love. So if you're already in love, or the person's given you the runaround, or you're unsure about that relationship, this is a little bit of a turning point for you within itself. You may well meet someone completely new around that full moon on the 17th. But if you're with somebody, Mars will start to balance it and sort it out as we progress forward, which I've said to other people in other videos. January is really, to me, the sexy time, the start time on the 16th. You've got another one on a sexy time on the 2nd of March. But April is your month when you'll start to, everything will start to come together. Everything's been in the blender, everything's starting to come out and have that solid stability around that point. Everything's clipped out the old from both your lives, and you're ready to have that stronger level in your pathway at that point. It's also, again, your love life, but it's looking at creativity, your children, where your roots come from. See what happens again over the next few days or coming few days, what you hear or who you have contact with. December for you, Geminis, will be quite a hot month, but again, watch that aggression. If it's not from you, it could be from others. You know, you could be talking about divorce, financial things with Mars and Libra, sorting things out, financial situations, things coming into place before the end of December also. So again, everything within the Cosmo has the time that it's meant to. That full moon will peak, that'll be a realization for a lot of Geminis. It'll be an opening up, maybe a new path with some agreements in it around work, or an agreement within a relationship or a business partnership. Venus is here to help you make money and sort your finances out, but at the same time, remember, she goes retrograde, so it will slow down some of the ambition, some of the money flow coming in, but it also helps you to rethink of the love aspect. Second time around business partnerships making money, second time around love partnerships making money. You know, everything has its portal, but I do believe that Geminis will have a good month. Right, we'll give you a few cards to round that off for Geminis. Home and family. Right, again, High Priestess. This is about using your intuition around your home and family at the moment. If you're unsettled, as a lot of Geminis are, they're feeling a little bit out of kilter at the moment. The High Priestess is a feminine card, yes, but it's the higher mind. It's using your intuition about what you want, where you're going within your family life. Another card flew out with it, it's floating about. It's the Moon card, and that is linked to Pisces, but the Moon is about confusion. The Moon can be linked in the astrology side to your past or past behaviour patterns. So it may be saying use your intuition, Geminis, not going back to the past or past behaviour patterns. You may be thinking a lot about the past, some mistakes or things you've gone through. The Moon represents some of your personality, and sometimes, you know, it's about looking at you as a person, not always blaming others or other people to a degree. Geminis have two heads, two personalities, two sides to them. This may say that you feel a little bit confused. Sit back is what I would say. When it comes to home and family, don't be taking on too much. You may have that confusion around your career and your finances at the moment. Things will start to settle down as you leave December. Again, career goals. The Hierophant is about talking to a boss, maybe someone in authority, someone that's got knowledge. So you may be talking to someone about your career or your finances, someone that can give you the knowledge. If it's a divorce, then you could be speaking to someone legal, a solicitor, someone that's got the knowledge. The Hierophant is Taurus, which again is linked to Venus, your money, but the Hierophant is someone that has the knowledge and the power to give you the step up the ladder, or to give you the information that you need around those goals or career, or maybe a money matter to do with, say, a divorce. Emotions for Gemini. Right, beautiful card, 8 of Wands, the horse is running. This is about 8 weeks time For emotional, even though these cards are weekly, the Eight of Wands is on different packs. It's moving forwards. It's not stopping, so that's good. So it's telling you that, you know, on some packs it's the arrows of love. It's moving, the herd is moving, it's driving. And with Mars, this is telling you that your relationship will drive. Watch the aggression in Mars within yourself. Watch that the mouth doesn't open and shout things and say things and destroy things this month. But the Eight of Wands is saying that emotionally in relationships you're going in the right direction with this. 8 weeks from now, which I would take you into February, I kind of think you'll be a happier person at that point. Have a wonderful week, dear Gemini. Those that are watching, I have done the fire signs and the air signs on this video. The next video, if you are a water or earth sign, I'll do the other signs on that. It just helps you able to find your scopes for the week. Wishing you all the fire and air signs a wonderful week. Take care until next week, and God bless, and thank you for listening.